All right, welcome to You Like That, You Like That. This episode, people, we're going to start doing a YouTube version also, so you can see us on camera, if you want to see us on camera. So that should be going up too. Sadly, we're starting midway through our list of films, so if you want to catch up, you have to go to the website, which is www.youlikethatpodcast.com, and you can catch up all the way through the north and east bracket. Today, we will start on the south bracket. Starting in the round of 16? 32, 40, around 64, but it's 16 teams. Steve, go ahead and, Steve Slaughter, Brian Perschetti, Kayla Fuller, Troy McGatlin. You guys all ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, Steve, start us off with
starting right off with the
South bracket, yeah. 1
versus 16 seed. The number 1 seed in this bracket being 1999, and then the number 16 seed being 1958, which is a great year to start with. Clearly, I was the one who created this spreadsheet, so I love me some number 1 seeds, and I thought all of them should go there, but you guys have voted me down. 1999. That's an easy year it's a blowout.
You might as well just cover 56 or whatever it is. And
all right. I'll start with 56, which is for me. I know. I'm going to get voted down on this, but 56 has an amazing, basically amazing everything for me. Why am I seeing that it's not 56 in my bracket? And yet it's supposed to be 55.
Oh, it's 58. I'm sorry.
58. I'm looking at the wrong thing, 1958. Oh, yes, that's why.
Throwing you for a loop there.
Sorry about that. This 1958, for me, has what I think is and I think it has surpassed everything else now as the greatest film of all time, which is Vertigo. I think it's now considered more of a masterpiece than anything else. And
this is 16 seed, huh?
And Vertigo is a movie that I know Troy and I studied in school ad nauseum. Mm-hmm. There are some other great movies this year. Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Great.
Defining ones.
A Touch of Evil for me was a fantastic.
I
wrote a paper on that, and I love it.
Steve, not to cut you off, but the opening shot.
Opening shot?
One of the best.
The opening shot?
We're talking Touch of Evil?
That was one of the reasons why someone said, hey, you need to watch this for the opening shot. And then, of course, you watch the rest of the movie, and it's exceptional. I think for me, and I think this is an amazing, strong movie year for me, but the reason why I gave it a 16th seed is because it has, again, that weight of after I get past Vertigo and A Touch of Evil for me, the rest of it is okay.
Those are strong heavy
tables,
hitters.
The Defiant Ones. South Pacific is in this year. Movies that I love. The original The Fly is in this year. The Blob, Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. Some fantastic stuff. But again, it's so weighted by Vertigo that I feel like it doesn't have any legs. It's a year that doesn't really have any legs.
And 99 is just so
99
strong.
1999. I don't even know how
99 is. I'd consider. Caleb and I have had discussion. What was better year, 82 or 99?
That's kind of how this brainchild started.
It started, just because we were discussing those 2 years.
Right. American Beauty, Cider House Rules, Green Mile, The Insider, and Sixth Sense. But then you look at the non-nominated movies and you wonder, what were they thinking? The Fight Club, Toy Story 2, Galaxy Quest, South Park, Office Space, The Matrix, Phantom Menace, The Blair Witch Project, Iron Giant, Boys Don't Cry, Being John Malkovich, October Sky, a favorite of mine during that year. That
we got to take Phantom Menace off that one.
Summer of Sam, Man on the Moon, Cruel Intentions. I don't know.
It's a loaded year. It's really loaded year. I mean, there's films in there that Fight Club is going to work its way up that list of greatest films of all time. It's I think given another 20 years, it's going to work its way up there because it's so loaded of a film.
Yeah.
And don't forget, I mean, Blair Witch fucking started the whole shaky cam, low budget.
Yeah.
That's a trope now. That's
Yeah.
The found footage.
Yeah, found
that
footage
is a
film.
thing
Right.
now.
Yeah.
All
Right.
studios make money off that now.
As I'm looking over the films, I feel like I don't even need to put it up for much of a vote. I feel like 1999.
It's going to walk.
Yep.
It's going to walk.
walks
Sadly.
through this.
I think a good thing with 99 is they have a lot of kids movies as well as adults movies.
Oh, totally.
With
Toy
Toy Story
Story.
2, Tarzan, Stuart Little.
Phantom Menace.
And great comedies this year between Office Space or Austin Powers, Deep Blue Sea, good comedy as
You
well.
did great. I worked in that great comedy.
Yeah, Dogma.
comedy.
Dogma.
Dogma.
I did that great comedy. I did Deep Blue Sea.
There you go.
And I was down there. It was one of the worst films I've ever worked on.
Oh, yeah?
I have.
That's why it's so funny.
I have amazing stories about Deep Blue Sea that
But
I will
you-
never
Another
tell.
podcast.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? One of the all-time great I didn't see that coming moments on film.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
true.
That's the one thing that film's got going is
Sam
the
Jackson.
That's
Sam
the only
Jackson.
thing.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that
It's
film
just
has.
like
Right.
it's just like we're because a classic Sam Jackson speech,
Yep.
and then we're gonna sit here, and then he's fine.
Blah, 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 blah.
Well, I'm not going to go into details, but one of the lead actors on that film was such a shit bucket.
LL Cool
I'm
J.
looking at fucking you. Such
Nah,
a shit
LL's
bucket
cool. No, he's
that
a cool
I
dude.
want to give all your fucking secrets away, and I've got them.
The Skarsgård.
Fucking
I know-
someday,
I know
you're
it. Tommy
going to
Shank.
read my biography,
With
and
a
you're
vengeance.
going to have a special chapter, asshole.
I know who you're talking about.
There you go.
It couldn't have been Michael Rappaport. Shout out to Rap. I love.
Shout out to Big Daddy. Get that Sandler action 99.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know you like that.
All right, Brian, you want to step us into
Yeah.
what we got here? 2007, 16, and 99 obviously takes that round, guys.
Yes, the 2 and the 15 seed. The 2 seed is 1969, and the 15th seed is 2007. Starting with the 2 seed, 1969, you have Midnight Cowboy, Anne of the Thousand Days, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, Hello Dolly, Z, Easy Rider, They Shoot Horses, Don't They, The Wild Bunch, On Her Majesty's Secret Service. A loaded year, to say the least.
Against those
The
seven?
original Italian Job. Lots of good. Well, what else do we have
69.
here? Yeah, 69.
You can just go Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid. That's
That's
all I
it.
need.
Yeah,
That's all I need.
what we've said already.
Bambi
This is
meets
for itself.
Godzilla.
This is so.
Bambi meets Godzilla.
This is
Yeah.
so not
I've seen
fair.
it.
Everyone's seen that.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
God.
How do you? Yeah.
Yeah. Compared to the 15th seed, 2007, No Country for Old Men, Atonement, Juno, Michael Clayton, There Will Be Blood.
Yes.
Solid too,
You,
damn
you
it.
have movies like
That's-
Ratatouille, Superbad, Knocked Up, Into the Wild. Gone Baby Gone is that year.
Great movie.
310 to Yuma remake,
Love that movie.
which is
Yeah.
not bad. American Gangster, and
Pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay.
Grindhouse, which I
love that
enjoy.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I did like American Gangster. It was good.
Super
Dude.
bad.
I Am Legend. The Mist, which I must say was a
Darabont.
great adaptation of.
Darabont.
Yeah, no, it was a great adaptation.
You
of
know what?
Stephen King.
The only thing I didn't like about The Mist, not to get off topic here, was that I liked the idea of the end. I didn't like the way it was done, though. And I tell you why. Is because you just don't wait 5 minutes and go, we're fucked. Let's let
a
a
little
day
too
or two
soon.
go
Yeah.
by. You know, slowly burn it
But
out.
made for a great moment in cinema.
Yeah.
An awesome moment.
I just,
killing
character-wise,
kids
I'm
came
not
into
shooting
play.
my kid after 5 minutes. You know? Give me a few more minutes before I shoot my kid. You know.
You know, as far as this matchup goes, okay, I'm voting 69. Just it's too loaded. But look, I just rewatched There Will Be Blood 2 days ago.
Amazing, huh?
You know, I've seen it a few times. I haven't seen it in I don't know 4 or 5 years. Dude, that movie is so exceptional.
Yeah, it is good.
It's so fucking good. And obviously, No Country's great too. That's a great.
This
07's
year
a
would
solid
this year would beat out a lot of other years. It's just going up against a juggernaut.
Yeah, again,
I
2000
agree, and I think the
lowly seated, sadly.
a shining bright corner in 2007 that I want everyone to see is the assassination of Jesse James.
Yes,
Oh,
so
agreed,
good.
yes.
Like, oh my
So
God.
good.
It's some of the best
Very, very good.
cinematography and
Top
I
5
know
Brad Pitt
it's-
movie.
Oh my God!
Almost like
So
Fight Club. I probably put it
amazing.
up
Having said that,
7
yeah.
too.
Yeah, it's
my
top
vote's
5.
for
guess-
69.
I guess he has
Fun
it.
little indie movie in there too. Lars and the Real Girl.
Definitely,
Brilliant film.
absolutely.
Brilliant
Really?
film.
And I
Little
have
note-
to tell you, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and I thought
There you go.
Order of the Phoenix was actually very good
Yeah.
this year as well.
Yeah,
Hey, and
that's
then
a
Michael
that's
Clayton
sad.
was a really good little thriller. You know,
I
suspense.
have a big problem with Michael Clayton, but outside of that,
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's great. I'm just saying
Not terrible.
I enjoy it for what it is. You
Yeah.
know, it's
I mean, Spider-Man 3 was this year too.
They were so efficient at killing one person in it, and then they went to these giant, fantastic to kill the lead. And I've just whatever.
I guess all I mean
Michael
is
Clayton.
for Michael Clayton, it's one of those movies. You know, once again, maybe shouldn't have been nominated, but a film that you know, I don't know. I like those like Redford type movies.
This is
You know,
okay.
it's kinda like that.
This is the sad thing about these brackets, because they're one of my all-time favorite films is in 2007 too, which is Zodiac.
Oh yeah, Zodiac's excellent. Shout out.
Any other
Defense.
bracket, this might be a top 1 or 2 seed film.
Absolutely.
It's going to get
It's just
69 in the first round. 69's freaking loaded. Now, people are going to argue with this, saying, like, how can this film, you know, like, how does this film get there and this film not? It's just how they got seeded, sadly.
Yep.
But also, NCAA tournament.
That's how it goes.
There's a lot of great
true.
NBA players that did not make it out the first round of the
Yeah, oh,
tournament.
totally. They got seeded poorly.
Hey.
Sadly, I mean, this 2007 stacked.
It's a damn shame too.
But it's
There's
not
a few
beating
movies
Butch
in here that are some
Cassidy
of
and
my favorites.
Z.
Yeah, no, and the Wild
like
Bunch and shit like that.
Easy Rider is one of like these important movies in American cinema history. It's just not beating that.
I'll say the same thing about Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid. You know, set up the West End as a comedy. You know, like set up the buddy duo thing too. Wild Bunch set up violence.
Yeah.
Easy Rider set up, you know, actually lens flares and just, you know, the independent movement. I mean, 69 is just such a loaded year. It's sad 2007 is pretty solid too. And it might be swept, you know.
Right.
For me, I'm
it's the
voting
production
69.
code.
Yeah, I'm going.
This is like that.
Yeah, the
beauty
full
of
breakout.
The first
Chains
time,
have been taken off.
Right.
Let's
Yeah.
go for it. And these
I-
movies are just.
yeah,
Hey, put it to vote.
It's hard to
I'm
beat.
69. I'm
69.
sorry.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Like I would almost,
Done.
I would go as far as I'm 69, but I would almost go as far as to say of all of the films of 69 and 07, There Will Be Blood, Zodiac might be my 2 favorite films of the total cumulative for me. Just speaking for me,
Yeah.
But it's no contest.
It's no contest. It's
just-
sadly no contest.
You know.
Yeah.
and that's saying something because the next like 5 films might all be from 69.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Should we move on?
Yep. Move on.
Okay, so what we got next up is the 3 seed versus the 14th seed. The 3 seed is a big year for me. 1976.
Ooh, 76.
Huge year for me. That's the 3 seed going up against the 14th seed, which is, where did I find my sheet? 2001. So, we'll start off with the underdog, the old challenger.
76.
2001, we got A Beautiful Mind, Gosford Park, In the Bedroom, Lord of the Rings, Moulin Rouge, Spirited Away, very good.
Spirited Away is one of my favorites.
Harry Potter. Let me see. What else do we have? We have Mulholland Drive. We have Donnie Darko. Amelie, great French film. Black Hawk Down. Waking Life. A Beautiful Mind. The Man Who Wasn't There. We got a lot of good films. The Royal Tenenbaums, great film. Ocean's 11. Training Day. Just, overall very solid,
Just some solid stuff.
Monsters Inc., Shrek,
Yeah.
Oh, Shrek,
Black Hawk
yeah.
Down.
Vanilla Sky.
Lord of the Rings, first movie.
Oh,
Not a great film, but one of my favorite parodies, Not Another Teen Movie. It's really funny.
I like that too.
Training Day. Yeah, I'm sure you got that.
Spy
Yeah,
Kids.
So, yeah, we've got that. And going against that, we got the number 3 seed, 76. We have Rocky, Taxi Driver, All the President's Men, Bound for Glory, Network, The Outlaw Josie Wells, Carrie. It's a murderer's row.
you
The
don't even have to-
Enforcer.
Carrie, The Omen. Yeah.
President. Yeah,
Enough said.
exactly.
Just throwing some out there. The original
King Kong.
Sparkle, Bad News Bears.
Oh, Logan's Run.
I love Logan's Run.
I love
was about
Logan's
to
Run.
say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it really
Oh, Murder
is.
by Death. I love Murder by Death.
The Front, Woody Allen. It's a loaded year.
Assault on Precinct 13.
Yeah, the original.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bugsy Malone.
It's just a loaded year. So for me, it's no contest.
Again, yeah.
I think 76 has a very good shot to 76 v 99 will be maybe the bout of the bracket for me. But that's my vote, 76.
Yeah, 76 is loaded. I mean, it's loaded not only in the top 5, but it just keeps going.
Yeah.
And I like 2001. I mean, there's some really solid stuff in there, but nothing. Well, Spirited Away, I guess, is the only one that really stands out for me.
I agree. I feel like that was the only one that really an emotional core that I think.
Well,
Yeah.
guys, not a big Moulin Rouge fan. Come on.
Oh, I do love
My
Moulin
wife
Rouge.
is.
I do love Moulin Rouge.
Oh man, Okay.
I know you were being facetious.
I was being facetious.
Yeah, I have to. I'm sorry. There's nothing in 2001 other than that really moves my meter. So
A lot of guilty pleasure type movies.
Yeah, I agree.
Entertainment values high.
Your Monster
but the
Inc. is
you know,
fun, stuff like
Yeah,
that. But
Black Hawk Down's a bit entertaining.
Yeah, something
movie.
if it's on
Ocean's
TV, I'll
11,
watch
yeah.
it.
It is what
But
it is.
nothing that is a touchstone for me. Where like I go back and go, this is a film I need to see again.
Training Day. I have to say, I love Training Day.
Great
Big fan of
performances.
Training Day.
Great performances.
There's not one.
I don't think
movie-
it's a competition.
I'm a huge fan of Ocean's 11, big fan, but there's not. But that's from just a film.
Super
nostalgia
Troopers honestly
kind of-
might be my favorite movie from 2001.
But all things being considered, there's not a better film than Network or Taxi Driver in 2001. There's just not. Like, those movies, Network, with each passing minute in today's climate, seems more and more and
Oh,
more,
yeah.
and more and more relevant.
Oh, totally.
Right.
And more and
you
more
can look
relevant.
back with what's happening today.
Feels like
politically and
13
stuff,
years before I was
and
born.
You can, yeah,
Oh my
and
god!
you
Yeah,
can,
Rocky, Carrie.
Yeah.
These are pinnacle
same-
movies in their genres.
Steve,
Like it's
the Bob Duvall character.
All the President's Men can fit in there too.
Right.
If you want to go that route, all the President's Men fits into what's going on
Yeah.
today too.
Oh,
I
that's
hope
where-
it does. To be honest with you.
That's where we're headed. Yeah.
that
But that's for another podcast.
Yeah, that's another podcast. We'll get to that, folks.
if only something that small would.
Yeah, would step up. Okay, so I'm doing the 76, 76,
76.
76 all
76.
around.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Look at this, guys.
Have we-
We're so agreeable today.
This is
I love it.
efficiency.
Well, this is going to be a tough once we get down to the next round.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's 99, 76, and 69, and whatever.
All right, so moving on.
So I've got 52, 57. Let's see here. 19. We'll start with 52. The Greatest Show on Earth. High Noon. Ivanhoe. Moulin Rouge is the original one. The Quiet Man. Singing in the Rain. Let's pull some other stuff here. My computer went down, so let me get it going again. 52. High Noon. Greatest Show on Earth. $1 Million Quiet Man. Don't Bother to Knock. Monkey Business. Visa Zavapata. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct.
I know it's getting Troy's vote.
that was 100% accurate.
That's what I thought. I thought I was pretty solid on that. Limelight, Bend the River. Nothing jumping off this page. Okay, I'm moving forward. 1957. Let's look at 1957. We have. Okay, we got a Bridge River Kwai, 12 Angry Men.
Yes.
Solid. Both solid. Peyton Place, Sayonara, Witness for the Prosecution, Facing the Crowd, Jailhouse Rock, Passive Glory for crying out loud,
Yes.
Seventh Seal for crying out loud.
Yes.
I mean, I don't have to go much deeper. I think 57.
310 to Yuma, the first one.
Yeah. 57 is going to.
Shout out to Elmore Leonard.
Yeah, Elmore Leonard. Yeah, working for 50 years in film apparently.
It's a beast.
See if anything else jumps off on this.
I did.
Funny. Film.
I'm voting 57.
I
Yeah,
am too.
I'm voting 57.
Old
All right,
Yeller
we're good.
for
We
crying out
don't-
loud. Yeah.
Moving on.
Okay.
Gavel.
Moving on.
57. So this is Steve.
We are now jumping up to 1946 versus 1944. Let me just check. So 1946 is my 5 seed. 1944 is a 12 seed. 1944, looking at it, everything to say about it. To Have and Have Not is actually my favorite movie of this year. The Oscars were Going My Way, Double Indemnity, Gaslight, Since You Were Away, and Wilson. Now, Double Indemnity and Gaslight have to be movies now that everyone. Just Double Indemnity is considered the greatest noir, or at least the most
Noir.
best example of the genre, including Fred McMurray, who knew, right?
Yeah.
My Three Sons, and all of a sudden he's all like, anyway,
He's all like,
and of course Gaslighting, which has
lifeboat.
become
Yeah, his term.
probably the key word of this last political year, revived, but for me.
Anymore.
I love me some. Was it Howard Hawks? Have and Have Not?
Yeah. I believe so.
Yeah, it's a Hawks.
You got Lifeboat. You got a little Hitchcock going.
Going My Way.
National Velvet.
I do love this year. Canterbury Tales. I think I'm more invested in the 30s and 40s than any of the three of you guys are. But 1946.
Ooh, original Captain America.
Yeah, 1946 has a movie on it which I consider the third greatest movie ever made, in my opinion. It was a movie I studied in school, Notorious by Alfred Hitchcock, which I think is one of not just the best romances on screen, but I think one of the best romances in the history of story. No one knows it, but I put it up there with Tristan and Isolde and Romeo and Juliet. The other movies, The Best Years of Our Lives, Henry V, It's a Wonderful Life, Razor's Edge, The Yearling, Brief Encounter with David Lean, and My Darling Clementine, which is the movie that got me into film. I was in college, and I took a film as literature class, thinking whatever, and someone, Ed Sykov, who was a visiting associate professor, showed me scenes in My Darling Clementine where they were moving the yucca, the cactus plants, behind the scenes. And he said, here, look at this dance scene. And you'll see behind them that when the two of them are dancing together, you see a family of yucca in the background. And when they're not, you see them separate, and you don't see little yuccas like kids. And I was like, you're fucking out of your mind that they were doing that. And he mapped it out, and he showed it and everything like that. And then he turned around and he said, now, who has been to Death Valley? And I was like, well, I've been to Death Valley. And he's like, are yucca plants native to Death Valley? And I was like, holy, that was like my oh shit moment. Because no, they're not. That means they were intentionally put there. And I just, I love that movie for introducing me to a visual art that has taken
We're talking
over my entire
46, right?
1946. And that's why, of course, I'm going to vote for 1946. It has
There's
Notorious.
Oh, really? Wow.
And My Darling Clementine.
I'll vote for 46 as well.
Yeah,
I'm actually going 44 because I'm
Really?
a huge noir fan. Huge fan of Double Indemnity.
yes, but keep in mind, there's also The Killers in 46. That's Kubrick.
No, that's The Killing.
Oh, dang it.
No, wait, you're right. I'm sorry. I stand corrected. He did both of them. He did The Killing. And I thought
Hang on, we're going to look at this right now.
wait,
No.
The Killers.
he did The Killing. I know that. I don't know about The Killers.
Not Kubrick.
No, this is not Kubrick. Okay, my bad. Wrong.
No, that's
wrong.
not
that's
Kubrick.
like
You're right.
56.
Yeah, that's not Kubrick. No.
That might be my favorite Kubrick film. I'm going 44, though.
44? 246, 144, and
Hang on.
It's a Wonderful Life in 46 as well.
Yeah, no,
Who doesn't cry at the end of it? Come on.
You know,
All right, maybe you don't now, but the first time you saw it, you did.
Okay, give me 1 second.
You did.
I got to go. This is a little closer than I thought it was for me.
what are you debating? No, open air and don't blow up the mic.
Look at that. They tried. In 46 they tried the Blue Dahlia, Beauty and the Beast, Anna and the King of Siam, which is the.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 46.
46 it is.
Yeah.
okay.
BP.
All right, moving on. We have the 6th seed versus the 11th. 6th seed being 1974 and the 11th being 1964. So we'll start with 1964. We have My Fair Lady, Beckett, Dr. Strangelove, Mary Poppins, Zorba the Greek,
Oh, yeah.
Greek.
Great song.
Fistful of Dollars.
Fistful of dollars.
And for 1974, we have The Godfather Part 2, Chinatown, The Conversation, Lenny, The
Yeah.
Towering Inferno, Young Frankenstein, Foxy Brown.
It's over.
You don't even need many
74.
more than that. Blazing Saddles,
74. Wow, Mel Brooks had a year, by
the
the way.
original Death Wish.
I'm voting, just to speed this up a little bit,
Yeah.
I'm voting 74.
I think that's a runaway with 74 in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mary Poppins is damn good, but
Yeah.
it doesn't out
Because my
and Dr.
girls,
Strangelove too.
my girls want to see Mary Poppins all the time. And did you guys know Mary Poppins is really long? Like,
Is it
holy
really?
cow!
know,
Oh my
I-
God, it's long.
I haven't seen it in forever.
Yeah, don't because
Don't.
Yeah, no. I mean, I love it, but
And Dr. Strangelove, I am a big fan. My Fair Lady, obviously. There's some good ones in 64, but 74 is
I'd agree.
74.
move
Okay.
Caleb, you got...
All right, moving on next, we got the 7-10 matchup, which is going to be the 7th seed 1985. Shout out to Rocky IV and Drago. And the 10 seed 1993. I'm going to start with the 10 seed challengers going up against 85 and the 7 seed. So The big ones for 93 are, look at that, a little ahead of myself here. We've got Schindler's List, an all-time great film, all-time great. The Fugitive, In the Name of the Father, The Piano, The Remains of the Day, Jurassic Park, Groundhog's Day, Nightmare Before Christmas. We also have Mrs. Doubtfire, True Romance. That Sicilian scene is so.
It is. It's a great scene.
It's so great.
There's actually a couple of really good scenes in it.
Yeah, there's multiple. Yeah, but Gary Oldman and the Sicilian scene is
Yeah.
what makes the movie for me. The Age of Innocence, Menace to Society, good movie. What's Eating Gilbert Grape, A Bronx Tale, Tombstone. Not a bad year.
It's an okay year.
A close personal movie only because I watched it when I was a kid. Last Action Hero. Not saying it's good, but I like it.
Cool Runnings. There's my shout out.
Shortcuts.
to
Go.
Kevin.
Cool Runnings.
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Carlito's Way, Pelican Brief, Free Willy,
Should've won the
Firm. And last I'll end with the Philadelphia, Dazed and Confused. And how about we end it with Rudy? What a that's a solid run for 93.
There you go.
Rudy. Going up against that, we got 85,
which is solid.
which is the 7th seed. And we've got Brazil, The Breakfast Club, The Color Purple, Witness, Back to the Future, Out of Africa, The Goonies, Rambo Part 2, A View to Kill, Commando, Weird Science, Mad Max 2 or 3, Rocky 4, Silverado. I'm sorry, I saw Reanimator. That's not going on my list, but it's so bad.
Yeah.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure. No, I'm not gonna say Teen Wolf.
Ooh, Fright Night. I like the original Fright Night.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did too.
I love 1983. I think it's a solid year, but I have to give a shout out.
85.
I think 85.
The Last Dragon, big fan.
I took a straw poll of because we really do need some diverse representation in terms of sex here, and I took a straw poll in the all-female production office of the movie that I'm working on, and I asked them what was the greatest year of film ever, and they didn't even have this bracket. They didn't look at it. All of them, all 6 of the women zeroed in on 1985 as the greatest film year on the planet.
Because of Breakfast Club?
85 was a seminal year for, and I'm not saying all women, just the 6 that were in the production office.
I'd like to get their take after seeing this bracket. There's probably a few.
I mean, like,
several
I'm sure
movies in
I think if they really looked at it and every stuff, but I just thought it was interesting that of the very few women I asked about this, that of all the movie, I was like, that you guys, you're going over Gone with the Wind and all that kind of stuff. They're all like, yeah, whatever, 1985.
Yeah, we all did that.
So, 80,
All right, what are you guys
85.
what are you guys going with?
85.
85?
Yeah, I mean, there's some solid stuff in 93, but 85 is Back to the Future is one of my top 5.
It's a pretty, for me, it's actually closer than it may seem, but the movies that do it for me are actually Back to the Future and
Goonies, baby.
Goonies. And those movies just do it a little more for me than some of the movies from 93.
93's got some self-important films. And
I think
93 has some great movies.
I'd say
I
93
really-
has the best overall film in Schindler's List.
Yeah.
But,
Yep.
Agreed. Yeah.
But overall, the year, I think, goes to 85.
Yeah.
On a close one, though. This is one of those 7-10s that are, one
yeah,
possession.
they're always going to be. And pretty much we followed suit. The top seeds won every round, right, so far?
So far,
We haven't had an upset in this
I don't
bracket.
know. I don't think so.
we're going to have an
yeah.
upset now because I doubt you guys are
It's
into
30.
1931 and 32 films that I
Yeah, let's see here. So
8, 9
films,
versus 8.
let's see here. Let's go with, I'll go 32 first. 32, we got...
Well, just to be clear, these are combined year for the 9
Yeah,
seed.
okay, so it's 31 and 32.
yeah, mostly because
Both
this
31
is-
and
this is
32
pre-Oscar.
sort of
are
like
the 9
the
seeds.
start of the Oscars, and so they kind of lumped them together, and so
Yeah. Grand Hotel, Aerosmith, Bad Girl, The Champ, 5-star Final, 1 Hour with You, Shanghai Express, The Smiling Lieutenant, City Lights, which is pretty solid, the original Mummy, Scarface, original Scarface, Tarzan the Ape Man, Most Dangerous Game, I don't know if there's anything else out there, Island of Souls, White Zombie, Farewell to Arms. That's 31, 32. And let's see here, 97, which is Titanic, As Good as It Gets, Full Monty, Good Will Hunting, LA Confidential, Boogie Nights, Sweet Hereafter, Men in Black,
It's for me. It's over. those are some of my favorite. Boogie Nights is one of my favorite films. Yeah. I mean, LA Confidential is one of my favorite films. The
game's in there.
This is totally
Jackie Brown.
This is totally generational.
Yeah,
but I have to. My vote's in '97. Market 8.
Right.
Now Steve's gonna drop knowledge. I know, but you know.
No, I mean, I feel like City Lights.
That's the one strong, super strong.
That's a top 10 film of all time.
No, it's it's phenomenal.
But how does it stand next to Titanic?
It stands towers
stands
above,
all
Titanic.
over Titanic.
Yeah, no, it's so I mean I really feel like, you know, in the 30s they are constructing the language upon which all the rest of these films stand on, and so it's tough and really not fair to put 1997 up against 1930s. Different
eras completely.
Yeah.
Different everything's.
So far apart.
It's literally, it's Bill Russell versus Shaq.
Right.
You know, it's like, yeah.
And how do you
quantify
so
that?
How do you put Charlie Chaplin up against really
Dirk Diggler? I mean, how do you...
Dirk Diggler, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's tough because I feel like Good Will Hunting, even though everyone shits on that movie,
who does?
Really
that
well
fucking
done.
movie's great.
Titanic, I have problems with.
Titanic sucks.
Titanic's one of my least favorite movies on this entire list.
Right.
But there's a lot of them.
But then you put in
Hercules is one of my favorite
Sweet
animated
Hereafter.
ones that Disney's done.
Sweet Hereafter. That's an underrated film.
yeah, it just
And the Cube was that year also.
It's tough.
Amistad. I mean, there's a lot of.
Let's not forget
Copland.
LA Confidential.
Oh, the Cube.
And
Oh,
how
yeah. I love The
how
Cube.
well
Yeah.
written Elmore.
The Game.
That one. No. The game's great. Yeah, but LA Confidential is
Funny games.
is shot phenomenally. It's acted phenomenally. The set pieces are phenomenal. It encapsulates 1950s Hollywood perfectly. Mm-hmm. It is such a great and well crafted. It feels like they did an actual hell of a job of trying to make a 1944, 45 noir in 1996, 97. It's great.
It's funny because
it's a great film.
It's like, you know, you take whatever the original, whatever film you want to take from there, and then remake it in 72 with Chinatown, then you remake it in 97 with LA Company. I mean, not remake it, but you take that slice of life and just push it down.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a noir. Those are all noirs, and
Yeah.
so they have to have the similar tenets. But it's so.
But some of them don't work.
made.
You ever see The Two Jakes?
No, the Avison movie's awful. It's
Yeah, I know.
awful.
Some of them don't work. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they work,
Yeah.
sometimes they don't.
Well, this is the problem, Hollywood. Don't try to make sequels to great films,
Yeah.
Hollywood. Why would you try to remake or do a sequel to Chinatown? It's so stupid.
Yeah.
I think it's a damn shame that Curtis Hanson never really did much after
8 Mile, baby.
Mile?
Hey,
Yeah, but I mean-
8 Mile is a good movie.
I agree.
I will argue 8 Mile.
But that's the only thing he did.
He passed away. He passed away last year.
He passed away last year. Yeah.
Yeah, he did that Lucky You movie that just looked really.
You that Chasing Mavericks.
Oh my God, he's a really
schlock
talented
that
guy. He
came
just
out.
sometimes missed the mark.
It's a damn shame.
What we got here?
I have to go 97.
97.
97. Those movies are really.
yeah.
It has to be 97.
All right, you guys can write in us anytime you want to and complain that we didn't go with 32. All you old stodgy people who think we're too young to be doing this. Okay, well that's
We are.
That reminds me of
they will.
Bert Sugar. You guys know the classic sports writer Bert Sugar.
Mm-hmm.
He would always do these ESPN top 25 people. This is totally off topic, but in doing so, they would always be like, "What's the greatest X sports year for whatever topic?" And he would always be like, "These young punks," you know, how he chomps on his cigar. "These young punks don't remember the great series that happened in the NBA in 1945." It's just like, what are they talking about? The Kobe Bryant? Fuck Kobe Bryant.
82 points. Wilted that in 3 quarters.
Yeah, if it was before like 1971, he could care less.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so this is going to be the end of this podcast. We will continue with the South podcast in the next podcast. Boy, I said podcast a lot there. So, all right, well, we'll talk to you later. Again, check us out on the YouTube or on the website, www.youlikethatpodcast.com. All right, thanks.
How you like me now?
You like that?